Greetings to all the learners. Welcome to my channel English Classes with Rashmi Rajput. The poetry which we are going to discuss today is Keeping Quiet, written by Pablo Neruda, from the book Flamingo, Class 12. The theme of this poetry is the need for silence and importance of peace. Written in a simple yet elegant language, Keeping Quiet is a free verse poem. It begins with an appeal to keep quiet and stay still at the count of 12 and urges for a complete cessation of words and action. It is a piece of introspection and retrospection. In the stanza 1, the poet has written, "Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for 1 second and not move our arms so much." In stanza 1, the poet begins with counting 12, urging people to be still. He chose 12 for several reasons. 12 hints at the 12 hours of a day which rules our life. 12 also refers to 12 zodiac signs believed to be the controlling forces of our lives. 12 refers to 12 months of a year. 12 even may be aimed for a preparation for all to be ready to plunge into the state of silence. The poet urges everyone to break the barriers of language and unite with one invisible tune, that is, silence. With the word earth, the poet hints at all the humans living devoid the identity of country, creed, and caste. The poet urges to stop for 1 second. He ushers us to keep ourselves free for at least 1 second from all the negative aspects. Here, arms is with dual meaning. He apparently indicates arms as our hands engaged in several activities, and at the same time refers to the weapons we use for destruction. In stanza 2, the poet has mentioned, "It would be an exotic moment without rush, without engines. We would all be together in all sudden strangeness. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales, and the man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands." In this stanza, the poet is referring that we are always on move. We are all busy in accomplishing our work and go on rushing in our lives. The poet even urged to stop engines, referring industrial works causing harm to the environment. The poet urges us to stop our personal activities and stop engines and unite in one tune, that is silence. The poet declares silence as exotic because this silence will make us blissful, strange, and will bring complete equilibrium. The poet believes that if we will be still, we shall be able to introspect the mistakes and wrongdoings. Here, fishermen are the representatives of all kinds of tyrants and killers. The poet wants them to cease their work and realize their mistakes. The salt gatherer is explained as the representative of poor and lower section of the society. They go up to any level to earn their livelihood and often hurt themselves irreparably. In stanza 3, the poet has mentioned, "Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victories with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers, in the shade doing nothing. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. I want no truck with death." The poet here condemns the people with green wars who are the creators of pollution and wars with fire, which means atomic war. They become victorious but with no survivors left. The poet mocks at the victory of those people who get victory over destruction. The poet asks them to leave the path of destruction and join the group of silence. He urges them to put on white clothes symbolizing purity and serenity and walk with others doing nothing, neither anything negative nor doing self-introspection. The poet here warns us that his message of silence should not be confused with total inactivity or inertia. He further clears that his message does not have any relativity with death even. His message is aimed at the way of living. He wants us to stop for a while and feel the tranquility so that a positive introspection can be done. In the next stanza, the poet has written, "If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving, and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive." We human beings are single-minded. We are always busy in achieving our goals, completing personal responsibilities, and we never stop a while to evaluate ourselves and understand ourselves. We never understand that we shall never be able to come out of these desires and achievements. If we could stop for a while, we would have understood the real purpose of our lives and ourselves, rather than going on with the fear of death calculation how much of our dreams and wishes will be achieved. And in the end, the poet has written, "Now I'll count up to 12, and you keep quiet and I will go." In conclusion, the poet taught us through the example of earth, which at one season may look as if dead, but comes back with life in another season. Likewise, our life will also bear certain meaning when we walk on the right path, that is, introspecting in silence. In the last two lines, the poet leaves us to introspect as if he himself has gone through the same. The literary devices used in the poetry are assonance, use of vowel sound O and E. Now we will count to 12, not move our arms so much. Next is anaphora, two consecutive lines starting with the same word. Let's not speak in any language, let's stop for 1 second. And another is alliteration, the repetition of a consonant sound at the start of two or more closely placed words. And the examples are we will, we would, sudden strangeness, his hurt hands, we were, and so single. And that's all about this poetry, Keeping Quiet. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it was fruitful for you to understand the poetry. Happy learning to you.